Hi, my Cancer friends. Rhonda here with your weekly forecast. Letting you know I am changing up my readings a little bit, just trying something new, um, see what works best for us here. And so I'm looking forward to your feedback. Please let me know what you think. I drew three of the fairy tarot cards, and then I drew three of the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck to go with those. And then we are going to do healing with fairies card, one chakra card, and one intention card. So that's what we got going on. Let me know, like I said, let me know uh, how you like it, which way you like better. We can, as I play with this, I'm open to feedback. So please let me know what you think. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. So starting you out, you got the Three of Winter. And the Three of Winter is making sure that you are asking for help when you need it. That you're struggling right now. I'm feeling depression. I'm feeling sadness. I'm feeling stress and anxiety. Pendulum saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that's really the theme here. And so the oracle card that I drew to go with that for you is the Sun Dancers. And the Sun Dancers are all about the celebration of life, right? So what the Sun Dancers ask for you to do is to act as if your world is perfect, right? We create our own situations, like we create our outer world, right? And we do that by the way we act, by the way we think, by the way we talk. And so this is what the Sun Dancers are asking you to do, is dance that joyful dance that everything is perfect in your world. Everything is not perfect in our world right now. We all know this, but act as if it is. When you start, because then you start looking at things with a more positive outlook, right? You start seeing things more positively. You start seeing more things to be grateful for, and you start being present in the moment and find joy in the moments instead of stressing and worrying about what if and what if and what if that and oh my gosh. And there's a lot of that going on right now, I know. But this is calling you to be present, right? Be in the present and act as if everything is perfect in your world. And then that's when you start seeing perfect in your world, because that creates a magical, energetic magnet that draws it to you. Okay, so that's where you need to focus, okay, on the Three of Winter. And then you got the Nine of Winter, which again is all about that, being fearful and focusing on the worst case scenarios. And, I mean, let's face it, we all can go there right now. And I get that. I totally get that, right? It's hard not to in a lot of ways. I totally understand. So many people are right there with you, right? So I want you to really think about, Jax, sorry, my dog. I apologize. My dog is barking. So I really want you to think about, how you're allowing that worry and that fear to shape your world right now, and how, you know, that's where, the Sun Dancers come in. And also you got the Eyes of Beauty, but it was in reverse. And what that's asking you to do is shift your perception, right? So that's two, shifting your perceptions. Okay, so you need to think about, because when the Eyes of Beauty is in reverse, it's about, focusing on the negative aspects of things, looking at things that, and being in judgment of, oh my gosh, did you see that person did this and that person did that, or this person's making me mad, or that person's upsetting me, and oh my God, would you look at what happened here, and right, and taking those things, and so realizing that you are perfect, right? You are perfectly created by the divine, and so is everything else in the world, right? And so when you start looking at things through that eyes of beauty, through that lens of perfection, it shifts you into a place where you can see things from a more positive aspect. Nobody is at their best right now, right? Everybody's struggling, everybody's having a really hard time, but it is asking you to try to shift your perception of how you're viewing others and yourself, you know, instead of focusing on those worst case scenarios and letting things get blown out of proportion, which is all what the nine of winter is about, right? It's all about blowing stuff out way out of proportion, and the eyes of beauty is asking you not to do that, right? It's coming here and it's giving you that challenge to challenge yourself to actually follow through with that. Okay, then you got the Three of Spring in reverse. And in reverse, it's about, you know, things maybe not going quite as well as you wanted, right? Like things just not happening quite the way you wanted, right? You're not really planning things outright. You're not taking the long term into consideration. You're so busy worried about what's happening right here, right now. And yes, I said focus on the present, but not in the way, you know, you're focusing on the negative. I'm wanting you to focus on the gratitude side and the joy in the moment, right? It's about not really seeing that things are going to be working out in the near future, right? And so for the hidden realms, you got the altar priestess in reverse. And she's asking you why you have allowed someone or you have allowed yourself to take away your power. Who has, you know, really look at where those thoughts are coming from. Like, did you let someone else, you know, speak poorly to you? I'm going to actually read some of the questions here because I think it's really important for you, right? Like, are you degrading yourself or lessening yourself or the importance that you have in the world? Have you allowed someone else to dishonor you? Have you failed to stand up for your beliefs in order to get something you want? And this is a warning that continuing down that path is going to bring you big trouble. She also says not to sell yourself short, right? You're being required to be a spiritual warrior and to have courage. Respect yourself. Believe in your purpose, right? You're being challenged to be the best you can be. And you can do it, right? So that's what the altar priestess is challenging you. You know, so you're being asked to really pull back. Look at the present moment. Where's the gratitude in this moment? Where's the joy in this moment? Right? Challenge yourself to stop thinking negatively about yourself or less of yourself or not seeing your own worth, right? Letting go of those fears, letting go of that worst case scenarios, letting go, looking at things as the perfect beauty that they are, right? Honoring your true feelings as you're healing with the Fairies card. You have an inner counselor who is very wise. The source of wisdom speaks to you in both the physical and emotional ways. Perhaps you have gut feelings that are speaking loudly to you, or physical reactions to situations such as a tightened jaw or a nervous stomach. Your heart may be drawing you toward a particular geographical location, a specific career, or a certain type of relationship. You may feel compelled to leave a particular situation that is unacceptable. The fairies know the importance of heeding their own feelings, and they ask you to do the same. They say, please don't discount what you know to be true in your heart. Follow your emotions, as they are your inner compass that will steer you home and keep you warm, safe, supported, and joyous. If you're unclear about which emotions you're experiencing, write down your thoughts and feelings in a journal to gain clarity and understanding. And so think about that. We've been talking a lot about emotions, right? We've been talking about, these fears and being able to focus more on the positive. And so go from that place, really sit back with that and say, all right, what are my true feelings in this situation, right? And maybe, again, we can't focus on, take one small step at a time. What in your current circumstances right now, around you, surrounding you, what is there that you can work on? Instead of, oh my gosh, the whole world's going crazy right now, right? Okay. First chakra, you got throat chakra, which is all about your true feelings, receptivity. When someone shares their truth with you, listen. Open channels for divine wisdom to flow both towards you and through you. Something or someone seeks your attention right now. Remember that even animal spirit allies can be messengers of wisdom from the higher dimensions. Be open to the messages as they come in whatever form, and ask for clarity if needed as you integrate what you receive. And the crystal for that is angelite, and the herb is elderberry. And I really do think that, we do get messages all the time. Messages come at us all in all ways, all kinds of different ways that our spirit guides communicate with us. And so I think being receptive to that is really going to help you, especially when you're trying to, change into that self-doubt, that self-esteem, when you're talking about being able to reach out to other people for comfort, being able to, not worry so much on the things that are happening in our world, or maybe even in your personal life. Just, instead of really focusing on worst case scenarios, just really, our spirit guides are there to help guide us and let us know they're around and lend us a helping hand. So really work on being receptive, right? Being receptive to their help, being receptive to their messages. Okay. And then for an intention, you got sovereign love. I activate self-love and love for my highest self, the wisest part of me that is most deeply connected to Source and my ancestors. My intention is to engage a higher level of soul wisdom and become a living example of what it means to live in divine love and alignment. And a crystal for that is morganite, and the essential oil is cistus. And I think that's a beautiful intention for you as you move through this into, being able to be that divine love, right? Becoming that living example. That's what I was looking for, the living example of divine love, right? I think it's beautiful for you. All right. Well, that is all that I have for you today. Again, any feedback on this, I would love to hear. I do have a link in the comments section. I do accept free will donations for the readings I do here. If you feel called, please click the link. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at bonadeahealingarts@gmail.com. I hope you guys have a good week, and remember how much I love you, and I'll see you next time.